sound good.
All right.
Do I prep it now? Now we'll take that. We'll just talk through it.
Okay.
All right, and we're back.
We're back, and by the way, while you are prepping, I forgot to say at the beginning of the podcast, say hi to Megan in Atlanta. Now, we've said hi to her before.
Okay.
She's not new,
Okay.
but she was the first one to have hit the like button yesterday when I posted the video of us eating the scorpion.
Ah, okay.
So, and we had a little technical glitch there when we recorded that. So, pretty much as soon as I mentioned that I think one of the legs stabbed me in the gum, the video cut.
That's because we ran out of memory on
yes.
the thing. So
iPhone, yep.
Yes. So, okay. So I was at the store today. Oh, so hello, Megan, and thank you for liking our videos here.
Sure.
So this one should be a fun one to check out as well. So we're recording up there. So I was wandering through the store as we often do, and as you are well aware, I wait until the day we're recording to actually decide what the hell we're going to eat.
Yep.
And you're like, why don't you think about this beforehand? Because I got other things to think about. So unless I'm at the store consciously going there for a different reason and think, oh, I should probably do something about that. So I was wandering through the store and I'm like, well, what haven't we done? You know, and we've done everything. I was like back in mustards, which I know you don't like mustards. I'm like, I've already done that. We've done pickled crap. We've done bugs and everything else on the Australian food we've done, and I lean towards the Asian foods because they're a little bit different. But you also lean towards the Asian food, so I'm like, okay, let's avoid that. And then I saw on the shelves that they had this new, they're like appetizers, but they're like gourmet appetizers. And I thought, okay, and so I was like reading through the ingredients list. I'm like, oh, okay, this could be actually kind of good to try. So we're gonna try some of those today. These gourmet appetizers here. So they have cool names like flaked skipjack tuna appetizer in a delicate broth. Like, that sounds delicious. So
broth. We have forks here. Do we need a spoon?
No, we don't need a spoon because it's just a moistened stuff. And it looks a little weird, but because you're supposed to put this on like another plate to make it look like or on crackers, but I didn't want to do crackers, so I'm just going to.
And it just looks like tuna.
It does. This is flat. What is it? Flaked skipjack tuna. So there you go. I'm going to have you try that one. Pardon the remote there. Okay. So yes, this one is. We have 4 different ones to try. This one is a flaked skipjack tuna appetizer in a delicate broth. Dave's got to go show it to the. Show it to the camera.
So there we go.
So, all right. So are you ready to try some skipjack tuna?
Yes, I have to actually stand on my tiptoes to show the food up to the camera. So.
And yet I just walked over there and do it. Okay. So you ready?
All right.
All right. That's actually pretty good. You like tuna?
I do. It just tastes like tuna.
Yeah, it does. So now that we've downed the first one, I would like to add the addendum that this is indeed appetizers, flaked skipjack tuna, but it's
Oh, you asshole!
This is Fancy Feast cat food. So. Oh,
it just tastes like tuna. That's what it just tastes like tuna.
I laughed so hard I had like a head rush there and almost blacked out. So we have 4 of these to try.
Oh God!
These Fancy Feast appetizers. I didn't think you'd actually try the first one if I told you what they were right away.
Right.
So.
Oh my God! Oh, that is just so wrong.
It's not bad though. I gotta say.
I know it tastes like tuna. And I talked about earlier in the podcast. I think I said something about just having macaroni and cheese. Well, that's only partially true. I actually add tuna to it. So that was my dinner last night.
Okay, so oh
my God.
So this is
get this out of the way. At least you ate it too, so that's something.
Crafted without byproducts or fillers. Okay, 100% complete and balanced for adult cats.
Did we? Oh, we'll have to make sure to get a picture. We haven't gotten a picture of this yet.
No, which is why I'm not destroying the packaging here. So just on the first one.
God, man.
So, this one is a delectable. So this is purely Fancy Feast. Natural white meat chicken entree in a delicate broth. Crafted without byproducts or fillers. Plus vitamins and minerals. So we'll get our vitamins today. So this is a chicken. All right.
So this goes right along with the podcast where is it human food or
animal food?
Animal food.
Pet food. Yeah. This is actually pet food.
Yeah, and every bit of it was people food
that we tried last time, and it was gross.
Some of it was, yes. I remember the Underwood deviled
the
beef
deviled pate or whatever the hell that was. Yeah.
That was nasty.
And yet here we are eating actual cat food, and it does not taste
better. Right.
So okay, so here's the chicken. All right. Okay.
Sorry. It's just a white version. So that's.
It needs salt.
Bland. Yeah. Very bland.
Yeah, that's not.
Just bland.
It's just bland. Yeah, it needs a little salt. If I had a sprinkle of salt on there, I think they would actually be edible. Surprisingly, I have two cats sitting right next to us, and neither one of them have even awoken enough.
Yes.
Which I was really surprised. The tuna usually brings them running. Okay, so now we have.
Yeah, Bob went ape shit last night. I opened up the can of tuna to put in my head, and he was not going to let it go. I had to give him some.
Okay, so now we're going to try the Fancy Feast appetizers, white meat chicken and shredded beef appetizer in a delicate broth, crafted without byproducts or fillers. Now, I would like to state that the ingredients are water, chicken, beef, guar gum, xanthan gum, sodium nitrite to maintain color. And that's it. I'd also like to point out that this was 6 times cheaper than the stuff that we bought on People for the Pet Food. And you could sustain yourself on this. I mean, it's got your vitamins and minerals, which is what the, so it's crude protein, crude fat, crude fiber, but none of it is, this is without byproducts or fillers. So this isn't any of that weird, like, pink slime or whatnot. So keep in mind, people, this is what we're buying for our pets.
Right.
And it could actually maintain a human. Granted, these are new, and so I don't think that they will keep it for very long because it's good. It's not good. I mean, I would say it's it's edible. You throw some salt on this.
So it's white meat chicken and shredded
beef.
White meat chicken and shredded beef. I was going to say because you could see
that there is
two different colors,
and it smells definitely more beefy.
Oops.
You ready?
Hang on. Alrighty.
All right, here we go.
No. Right away, no. You can taste the beef.
You can definitely taste the beef. The delicate broth, I gotta say, is not
it tastes
brothy
watery.
Yeah, it's really wet,
but
it's not very flavorful.
No.
I feel bad for cats here.
So far, the tuna is winning out.
It's really weird that. But I think you could definitely throw this in the microwave, put a little bit of salt onto it, and call it a day.
Throw it in a casserole.
And I bet nobody'd know. They'd be like, "This is delicious." You're like, "I know, it's an appetizer entree, or whatever it is, appetizer." So this one is tender Tongol tuna appetizer. Tongol, or Tongol. How would you pronounce that?
Okay.
Tongol.
All right.
I don't know. It's a different type of tuna. Again, the ingredients are Tongol tuna, water, xanthan gum, guar gum, sodium nitrate to maintain color. Now, I think it's funny that they don't use any kind of coloring or anything like that. It's just, the xanthan, or the sodium nitrate basically keeps it so that it doesn't turn gray.
Right.
But other than that, they don't put any artificial colors in it, artificial flavors, or anything like that. It is just
bad for you.
It is bad for you. But yet our cats, who enjoy the Fancy Feast, are fully allowed. Now, this one should be chunks. Oh, it is. Look at that. Delicious little chunks of tuna here. And my thing is, I love, I'm a big fan of tuna, and I like a good tuna steak. This one's even got some red meat, so some Tongol tuna apparently is pretty active.
Good Lord, man.
So here we go. We got chunks of tuna, Tongol tuna in a light broth. So, ready?
There you go. All right, let's do it.
Ooh, this one's delicate. It's not as tuna-y.
Right. It's got a weaker taste to it. Look at me going back for seconds.
How sad is that?
Yeah, and I still have some on the plate of the other two.
And yet you cleared out the first tuna.
I did.
And the second tuna.
I told you I was hungry.
And yet, here we are with cat food. I'm going in for thirds. I'm sorry.
And
it's not bad.
None of these cats are reacting.
Now I'm gonna wander over and see if they're interested in trying a piece of the tongal tuna here.
All right.
So we've got Luna. Here you go, Luna. There you go. There's a little bit of tuna for you. And I know you got a cold monkey, but there you go. Okay, so let's see if the cats are interested. Okay, yeah, Luna is looking for seconds. Monkey does not care. So, I gotta say, all in all, not bad. Yeah, here comes Luna. She's okay. All right, so I'm gonna actually give the plate to Luna. So here's the rest of my plate. Okay. There you go, sweetie. And you enjoy that. I'll be cleaning that off the floor in a little bit when she vomits it back up.
Wonder how that tastes with our prior sponsor. There's nothing. What do you pick? You got two plain ones.
I would probably put it with the beef just to see if it would, because it's made from beef.
There you go. And you could actually, the thing that I actually found interesting in the beef one is that you could actually taste the beef. It was combined with the chicken, but the beef was the one that
it was a little bit more stronger.
Yep.
Had a stronger. Yeah, it's really like, to me, it's hilarious that they're $1.20 a piece is basically what they are. They weren't on sale or anything like that. You get them at your grocery store, and yet they taste better. I gotta say, like, the tuna tasted on par with Sunkist tuna.
Right, I would agree with that. Yep.
There's not like, I could see you. And I know this is weird. I could see you cracking this open at your desk and eating it for lunch with some crackers. You know, it's tasty enough. It's a small enough portion.
Let's face it. Let's go to the factory. There's probably one line that separates at the end. One to get labeled Starkist, the other to get labeled Fancy Piece.
And then the Starkist one, they add all this other crap to it.
Exactly.
And then the Fancy Piece is like, well, we can't add those additives to cats.
It's animal cruelty.
Right. So okay. So here's our first drink.
Okay.
Apparently, when I washed out the cups, I didn't dry them. Okay, so.
Oh well.
Tis purple.
Tis indeed.
Yeah, tis purple.
Because we use the word tis.
Tis. It's a frothy purple.
Better not being a tis. I'll go ahead and show the bottle. We're gonna.
Okay. Well, I'm not gonna tell you what it is.
Okay.
It's Americana Soda Huckleberry.
Huckleberry.
Huckleberry. Who said huckle? Like, what is a huckleberry?
I don't know.
Besides a guy in a book, a fictional character.
Well, it's also a cartoon. Huckleberry Hound.
Huckleberry Hound. Yeah, that's true. It smells.
It smells
like
great.
grape.
Yeah.
But with something in it.
All right.
Just tastes like grape. Like fake grape with like an aspirin taste to it.
Not a fan of the grape. And just in general, grape flavored drinks, not a fan.
Now, I will say the drinks that Dave brought last week.
Oh, we need to talk about that.
So usually when we finish, if there's extra drinks here, I typically just take them and drink them during the course of the day.
Right. Open containers, I'm not going to drag them. Yep.
Right, so I'll just finish them off. And so last week we had the two types of fruit juices. One was a little bit thicker than the other. Well, one of those did not agree with me at all.
So yeah, it was not just the taste. He went ahead and finished it off. Finished off the container.
Yeah, and then the next day I was cursing Dave via text message for the conundrum.
That's why the cat food. I get that, asshole.
So okay, so that was a huckleberry. Okay. Okay, my hands are wet. I can't open it. It is twist off.
I had to check.
Have you ever done that? Sat there for 10 minutes trying to open a pop top
Only
lid?
to find out it's not twist off.
Yeah. Okay. So then this one.
Oh, sorry. Here's a thing.
How many yours?
That's one. It's got
Nothing in it?
It's got water in it or something. This is microwave.
For old homies there.
All right. Let's keep making that sound.
Yeah, we like that sound. Okay. So then here we go. Here's this one here. This one should.
Ruh-roh.
Dun, dun, dun. For those of you on the video, you can see I gave it a little too much head. Is there such a thing? No. Okay. So
this is.
Okay. I'm not gonna say. Drink it first. This is the Harry Potter.
Oh, okay.
So, smell it.
It smells like root beer.
Do you read Harry Potter?
Yeah, I've read them all. It's been a while, but I've read all the books.
Okay, what is their favorite drink?
Bots.
No. Butterbeer.
Butterbeer. We actually had the real, honest to goodness.
Now this is actually this is butterscotch root beer.
That's the flavor. Yeah.
Which is not the same thing as butterbeer, because I actually make like real butterbeer at home. For those of you who want a really good recipe on it, I strongly recommend buy a 2-liter bottle of cream soda. You add a teaspoon of butter extract and 2 teaspoons of butter extract, 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract into the 2-liter bottle. Close it up. don't shake it, but just kind of tip it from side to side and kind of mix it up. And then in a mixer, you take some marshmallow fluff, like the, and stuff, and then you basically add a little bit of vanilla to that, just a little bit, don't need a lot, and then kind of whip that together with a little bit of whipping cream. So until you basically you want to thin out the marshmallow fluff a little bit, and then you just basically like making a root beer float. You pour the cream soda into it with the butter extract and stuff into it, and it tastes pretty good.
Yeah, and we have a podcast out there where you brought some and made those tasty.
Yeah, that's the stuff that we made. So I was eating. So yeah, that's these are. I figured with the canned cat food, we would try something that wasn't not nearly as devilish for the drinks.
Not cat drink. We're not going to lap down some milk.
No, that would turn my stomach, as I am allergic to the dairies. I thought it would be worse than it is, but it's actually not that bad.
Yeah.
All right, now it's time for Dave's shitty joke of the week.
By the way, I'll say I don't hate you for that. We've had worse.
We've had worse people food.
Right. All right. Thank you.
Apparently, one of your people that you worked with was not a fan of me not liking the jokes, and apparently she's the one who gives you some of them.
Actually, Mallory. I forgot I have a joke of hers. I'm gonna have to hit that next week.
Dun dun dun. All right. So what are your shitty jokes, Dave?
Alrighty. Why were the inventors of the airplane correct in thinking they could fly?
Why? Okay, why?
Why? You can't even repeat all that, huh? Why were the inventors of the airplane correct in thinking they could fly? Because they were right.
Oh, with the W.
Right.
No.
Okay. This next one is no worse than that. I'm not going to guarantee it's any better. Okay,
all right.
Paul.
All right.
Why do scientists look for things twice?
Why do scientists look for things twice?
Because they research everything.
They research everything.
Research.
Wow, Dave. I believe we need to unlock the pod bay doors for those. All right. So now we're going to ask the machine. Can the machine do worse?
I don't think she likes it when you call her the machine.
I don't. Okay. Alexa, tell us a joke.
What do you call a fake noodle? An impasta.
That's not bad.
That's not bad. I like it, but I like bad jokes.
Impasta. Oh, God. That's something that you would tell on a third grade playground. So, yeah. On that note.
What do you got?
I'm Paul Pape with Paul Pape Designs. You can find me anywhere. There's Paul Pape also on Makerman Studios, my new website there. I'm going to do a new podcast with the Makerman to actually go over a couple new tools and stuff. So it's going to be reformatting and such, but that should be coming in the next couple weeks here. So, yeah, find me anywhere. There's the Paul Papes.
I'm David Law. You can find me on Facebook, on Instagram, and on Twitter, and I'm using my radio voice to say that.
Excellent. We have over 300 listeners.
We do.
I was kind of impressed by that number. I went and actually looked at our numbers. I mean, 300 doesn't sound like an astronomical, it's not thousands of listeners, but honestly, we're surprised we have more than 3 listeners. So, that aren't family members.
If we could get 300 to listen to the same podcast.
They do. That's
one podcast. No.
Yeah. 300 in March. 300 people listen to one of our podcasts. So every week we average about 300 listeners per podcast. So
I'll take your word for it.
I can show you the numbers when we're done.
Right.
But we would like those 300 people to tell one person. So that we can double it up. We have 600 people listen to our podcast.
Yes.
We would like to get to the point where we actually have to pay for more bandwidth.
That'd be nice.
Yeah, that'd be kind of cool.
So, Megan, Dieter, all you people out there?
Just tell somebody.
Yes.
To listen to some people eat some cat food.
Lee or Leah, whichever. Sorry.
That's right. But you can find us on Stitcher, iTunes, and TuneIn Radio. I tune in to TuneIn Radio. Not with my heart, though.
It is, yes. It is TuneIn.
It is TuneIn Radio. Leave us a review. 5-star rating. 1-star rating. We don't care. Just rate us because ratings are nice. Yeah, and then tell people. Use your mouth hole to tell people. We are on Facebook, which is facebook.com/Tales from the Front Porch. We are on Twitter, which we use all the time. And if you don't catch the witty things that Dave says on Twitter, you are missing out. That is @Tales Front Porch.
I hate you.
You can check up on all 3 of the tweets he's done. We also have...
I know. It's
we have
no good if you don't use it.
Yep, we have a website, which is talesfromfrontporch.com, on which you can find all of our old episodes, all 85 of them. 86 of them.
Today is number 86, right?
87.
Today's
87. Yeah, believe it or not. It's written right there. 87. We've done 87
It's in print,
episodes.
so it can't be wrong.
That's right. And it's on the internet, so check that out. So yeah, 87 episodes in. Check them all out. That'll give you 87 hours of wasted time. So, but yeah, check that out at talesfromfrontporch.com. Am I leaving anything out?
I think that does it.
Twitter, Facebook, Instagram. We don't do Instagram. Oh, we have a YouTube page where you can actually watch this video that we're still recording of us eating cat food. And now we're just talking, so it's kind of boring. You're just watching 2 heads, the side of Dave's, and that's all. I only use this thing to really just check to see if I have a bulge or not. I do not. So yeah, but that youtube.com/Tales from the Front Porch. All right. On that note, Dave is sending out brainwaves.
No, that was my
reflection off of your giant bulb. I am aware.
You
brought it up. All right. Was that it?
That's it.
All right. Take us out, Hal. Push the button.